many young actresses, they audition for this role. Can you describe how you found out you got the role?
Okay, yes, I will tell you what happened. So I was actually at my auntie's house and I was playing with my cousins and my mom called me and she was like, you got the role. And at first I was shocked. I was like, is mom lying? But then I was like, no, my mom doesn't lie. This can't be a lie. So I was so excited and shocked at the same time. And I was like, oh my gosh, are you serious? So I started jumping up and down. I was so happy. I was screaming. I was really excited to be a part of this film. Nervous at the same time, just a little bit, but really excited.
Oh, man. Well, Mila, we are so excited that you are here. And I have to say, Michael, when you saw Mila, I know what makes my heart jump when I'm looking at Mila and interacting with her, but what did you see in her that you said, okay, she's gonna be my daughter?
Just the confidence. I mean, the confidence and the light in her eyes whenever I saw her on screen, it just made me feel like, okay, this little girl has it. Like, whatever it is, we're gonna work through it. And, you know, her entire family's deaf, you know, her brothers and her sisters. So just to see that community and that family, it really helped out and informed me on how to actually capture like an ASL family. So I'm just completely indebted to Mila and her mom and her entire family. But she was just so special, and she's comfortable, you know? She's comfortable in her own skin, and I think that confidence is what you need, especially your first time on a movie set. She was not nervous at all. She knocked it out the park.
Mila, how are you feeling hearing Michael say all these things about you?
I feel so proud. I feel really happy, and it really touched my heart. Thank you, Mike. I love Mike. He is so kind. He's such a nice person. So, and I just love him so much.
Oh, man. You know, Tessa, your character in the movie is also hearing impaired. So being around Mila, did you learn a lot?
Yes, I did. I think the biggest thing I learned was I feel like sometimes our world is so biased towards the hearing world.
Yeah.
And I think there's this idea of wanting to be perfect, and the most important thing I think is to just try. And every day I had the chance to do that with her. And then also, she's just so fearless, as Mike said. I remember one day there was a scene where a camera had to come straight at her and she just had to look straight down the barrel. And I was sat right next to her, and she didn't flinch at all. She's just really, really brave. And I think no matter the age or how many movies you've done, I was so impressed by her all the time.
Okay, so Mila, everybody is impressed with you. Now, they had to learn ASL. How did they do? Are you impressed with them?
Uh-oh.
Oh, yes. They did very, very well. And I was just like, wow, it shows how much they care about me. That they would take the time to learn sign language for me. It just made me feel so good.
Oh, wow. I almost said thank you. That was so nice what you said about
Because it's really important, especially for, you know, directing. You know, you want to be able to have side conversations. Communication is so important on a set. So if I only was able to talk through the interpreters all the time, it would really slow us down and really not have that emotional connection that I feel like the family really needed to have. So, I mean, she's the biggest jokester and prankster on the set. So she kept us on our toes all the time. She's awesome.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. You're the biggest jokester on the set. What was the most fun prank you played, Mila?
Let me think. You know, they would tell me what to do sometimes, and then I would act like I didn't know what to do. I would do the opposite of what they said. But it was just a joke. I knew what they wanted me to do, and then it made everybody laugh, and then we were able to move forward from there, so it was good.
And then you moved on. Now, Jonathan, because I saw in the movie, you know, when you met Mila, and it was so great. So I know that you have a daughter.
Yeah.
Did this help you, you know, when you were relating to Mila and when you were impressed with her as well?
I was blown away.
Yeah.
I mean, the response in the film, if I remember, was like, oh, whoa, man, God, you know, like just the spirit, you know, the spirit of her is just so, it's so bright, and she's so brave. And yeah, I had to sing with her, but I got to watch her move on set. I got to see her in the makeup trailer, and just the way she connects to everybody, the way she's just so, so personable, you know. I think about my little girl, and I go, wow, yeah, like that generation is gonna be solid. You know, if they keep moving like that, you know, with that much love and that much light, I mean, we're in good shape.
Yeah, Mila, I'm very excited to see where you're gonna be in like the next 5 years, next 3 years, heck, next Tuesday. You are good, girl. But Michael, now, you know, Adonis Creed your character is a true girl dad.
Yes.
So were you inspired by a lot of like the father-daughter kind of relationships out here?
Yes, you know, boxing is traditionally fathers and sons, and we've seen that story play out through history and throughout films. You know, I think it was really important to kind of switch that up a bit. Apollo Creed was modeled after Muhammad Ali, and then, you know, of course, Layla Ali, you know, was a champion. So, you know, and Kobe Bryant was a big mentor of mine, and you know, that affected me. The way he really took ownership of being a girl dad and made it cool. And I was like, you know what? That's something that the world needs to see more of. And even my barber Jove, you know what I'm saying? Him and his 2 daughters. And just like, I had so many strong father-daughter relationships around me. It was perfect to kind of like keep the franchise fresh, move it in a new direction. I felt like it was perfect to give the Creeds a daughter, so.
Oh, definitely. This is very cool. Might we be seeing Mila some kind of, you know, as she gets older? Because she, it seems like she might be following in Adonis's footsteps, maybe.
I will, yes.
No hesitation, yes. No, I think it was important to, you know, when you're building franchises, to give people options, you know, and you want to explore these characters and their truth, and to be truthful. She's half, you know, Adonis and half, you know, Bianca, you know what I'm saying? So that tied into a bigger theme of how we parent and our relationship, and, you know, and how we compromise and how we deliver one message to the next generation. I thought was really important, that I think is lost a lot nowadays. So this movie touched on a lot of themes, and this family, this group here, I wanted to embody it as much as I could.
We got it. And Mila, I want to say this to you. I want to audition for you real quick, because I know you're going to be really, really big and famous after this movie comes out. So if you do another show and you need a really loud kind of woman to play your mama, I know you got Tessa and Creed, but if you need a really loud woman to play your mama, I'm just auditioning for the role. Okay, all right, good. There we go.
Yeah.
You got to shoot your shot while you got it.